I don't play guitar, but it's never too late to learn new things, right? Speaking of learning new things, our journey today involves classical music, travel, civic leadership, and a brief history of one amazing man. And of course, there is a tie to Chesapeake, once known as Norfolk County. We're at Deep Creek Lock Park today. For today's tourcast, we're talking about Justin Holland, one of America's earliest virtuosos of classical guitar. Mr. Holland built a steady career as a performer, composer, educator, and music arranger, all before the Civil War. Justin Holland was considered one of the most important guitarists of his generation. An African American man, Justin Holland was born in Norfolk County on July 26, 1819. His parents had the legal status free. From what I've read, it's likely the family lived in a neighborhood where there were many Black people with free status. I don't know much about Mr. Holland's childhood, but sadly it seems his parents may have died when he was young. According to some writing about his life, in 1833, at the age of 14, Justin Holland moved to Boston, Massachusetts. There, he studied several instruments, learning to play and arrange classical guitar music. He later studied classical guitar at Oberlin College in Ohio. And to perfect his craft, Mr. Holland spent 2 years in Mexico learning Spanish so he could understand the methods of the Spanish guitar masters. Somewhere around 1845 in Cleveland, Ohio, Mr. Holland established himself primarily as a guitar teacher. He's also credited with 35 original guitar works and more than 300 published arrangements. As a performing artist, Mr. Holland played the flute, piano, and of course, guitar. To help others learn to play, Holland's Comprehensive Method for the Guitar, published in 1874. It was pronounced by critics as the best work of its kind in America. In the mid-1800s, Mr. Holland was involved in civil rights activism, possibly working alongside people like Frederick Douglass. Mr. Holland was fluent in Spanish, French, and German, and formed friendships with Freemasons in countries around the world. In 2014, the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York featured Mr. Holland and his work. National and international acclaim. Justin Holland, born in Norfolk County in 1819. Oh, and you can see a historic marker about his life in Deep Creek. It's not far from Deep Creek Lock Park. Yes, it's located where Shell Road intersects with George Washington Highway. So, learning new things? That sure was the case for me when I learned about Justin Holland. Join us for the next tourcast. There's more history to discover.